Hello and welcome to Mechwarrior Online. Today I'm going to show you what I think I've found is being possibly overall one of the best builds, for me anyways, on this particular mech. This is the paint pattern I've gone with, and I went with this because I think it looks cool, and also I went with this to hide the fact that the canopy is hella easy to hit if you know what you're looking for. A little bit of extra camouflage that looks pretty to help hide it. You know, there's not much you can do if you're getting sighted from the side because you can see the cockpit really easily if somebody's looking for it. But straight on, up and down, it's pretty hard to see it. Anyway, so this is the build I've come up with for this that seems to work the best out of playing dozens of matches in this build and then trying different builds. This is the one that seems to work the best for me. May not work the best for you, may not be the best scoring build, but I think it works for what I want it to. So I'm running 6 of the medium pulse weapons that are doing 7 damage each for a total of 42. And then I'm running 4 ATM-9s. I've tried this with 6 ATM-3s, 6 ATM-6s, and I've even done 2 ATM-12s and 2 ATM-9s. I even did a build where I had 4 ATM-12s, and then I just had the weapons out on the arms. And ultimately, most of those builds either didn't do enough damage or they ran way too hot. So this is what I've come up with that seems to work best for me. So I'm running 4 ATM-9s, 6 of the medium pulse weapons. I'm running an advanced sensor package. I'm also running a clan active probe, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 double heat sinks on board. As far as ammo goes, I stuffed it where I could, and I've got 6, 7, 8 tons there, which is a little bit on the lacking side, but fortunately I still have, after I ran out of ammo, and assuming I still have my arms, I still have a strike of 42 with my medium pulses, and 6 medium pulses is definitely going to get somebody's attention, especially towards the end of a match. So let's take a look at this thing. My heat management is 1.17, which is not incredible, but when you figure out that I'm primarily going to be firing my ATM weapons most of the time, the heat management is actually very, very good. I'm only going to be firing these in the close proximities, and I'm still scaling this mech up, as you can see. So the firepower says it's 114. Now in that 60 meter to 280 meters, the firepower is actually 130, because each one of these is doing 22 damage in that range. And beyond the 280 meters out to about, I think it's like 425 or 450, it's actually doing 20 damage versus the original 18 at the maximum ranges. So this is 88 damage between these 4, and I do alpha strike these. I do alpha strike these because it does work and it is effective. You can run 6 of the ATM-6s, but you need to chain fire them. If you try and do an alpha strike, you're going to be overheating really quickly. You just simply can't put enough heat sinks on board to make a difference. If you could put more heat sinks on the center torso or in the torsos, it might make a difference, but it's tough. Next to impossible, especially on this one. Unless you run with like a standard engine, and then you're going to be too heavy to run it in the first place. And then the speed is 56.7. I don't expect that to change. Missile range, plus 10. Heat, minus 5. Missile HSL, in other words, allowing you to run an additional missile pack without getting into ghost heat, plus 1. ATM velocity, plus 20%. Center torso, left and right torso, left and right arm, you're getting plus 20, which is staggering for a clan mech. And left and right leg, you're getting plus 15. So this really stacks up to make this a really beefy package. And I really enjoy driving this mech. I wanted to get one of these since they first came out, and I have not so far been let down. I still don't have this thing even remotely fully skilled. But I call this the Dreadnought because it's just when you come around a corner and somebody sees all these weapons, it's just a nightmare. So this is what I've managed to skill up on this. I will eventually get the heat and the range fully skilled, and I'll add velocity to it. And then I'll probably got to do at least 4 nodes here, but I've got 7 nodes so far into skeletal density, and that'll be maxed out. Armor hardening, fully maxed out. I'm not running AMS anymore. I tried running it, and it wasn't bad. I probably will add 2 nodes of overheat damage. I will skip speed. I have done cool run, heat containment. I'm going to skip seismic sensor, even though I probably could benefit from it because I need full radar deprivation. This is an ATM build, so I don't need target decay. It only benefits the players on my team, and it's not going to do much for me whatsoever. And, you know, at some point or another, you have to figure out what's best for you. Advanced zoom, and then this will get fully skilled out with 2 cool shots and a UAV, and definitely the cool shot cooldown plus 25%. So you get the next one that much faster because you're going to need it with this build. Weapons groups, 3-button configuration, always. And so I basically fire these left and right. And I have them on cycle most of the time. But towards the end of the match, when I'm starting to use my ATMs less or I'm out of ammo, I will have these on alpha strike. So each side will be firing all 3 weapons simultaneously. And at that point, I'm not too worried about heat. And I'll show you what I mean. If you take these weapons off, your heat management is 1.46. That's very viable. So you can really have some fun with this. Anyways, this is the build, and I think this works really well for me, for my play style. I really do enjoy having these weapons up above, and occasionally I will run 2 ER large lasers up here or 2 large pulse lasers up here. And in those cases, the most I'll do in the arms is maybe a couple small lasers or something, or micro lasers. But anyway, this is the build that I've figured out that works for me on this, and I hope you consider this mech as if you're looking for a good missile boat. And it makes an amazing ATM build.